Hey there, friends, come gather round. Let me tell you about the sweetest life I found. With my kitchen on wheels and my spirit so free, I'm cooking up adventure, just you wait and see. A pinch of class, a dash of sass, turning camp life cuisine into high-class jazz. Oh, cooking on the road show, where every meal's a grand affair. Oh, cooking on the road show, five-star dining anywhere, with a dash of spice and style so rare. Making magic in the mountain air, from sunrise breakfast to dinner divine, under twinkling stars, everything's fine. My rolling restaurants, always in gear, serving up joy both far and near. Oh, cooking on the road show, where every meal's a grand affair. Cooking on the road show, five-star dining anywhere. So tune in weekly, don't be late, for adventures that we'll create, where freedom rings and flavor soar. That's what this show is cooking for.
Welcome back to Nomadic Pause, but this is our second mini-series of the Cooking Roadshow. So this is going to be a little different, where I get to show my love for food and share it with you guys. So I'm excited. And you guys, I know the few people I've talked to about this, you guys are also looking forward to this. So tonight, I'm going to be making my overnight oats. And this is, now that we've been doing this for, how long have we been doing this?
Month and a half, 2 months.
Of almost 2 months, making this in the evening and then having it for breakfast. Now, the fun thing about overnight oats is it's going to keep you full for a long time, depending on what oats you use. Today, we're going to be using Coach's oats right here. But we'll get into picture, but I kind of just want to give you guys a brief overview, and welcome to the next mini series. All right. So overnight oats. Alright guys, so first things first, you're going to want some kind of container that you can put and fit in your fridge, and this will make 2 servings. So this is about 32 ounces mason jar. You can get a Goodwill and get one of these. But yeah, this is what we started off using, and then Christina, big brain move, we started adding the Chobani yogurt container over here, which is also 32 ounces. So this gets both of us 2 servings each, total of 4 servings. So I'm going to be making 2 batches of this, all right? Now, first things first, a little bit more into Coach's Oats. This is the only thing that's available on Amazon. Sometimes it's available in Walmart, but we've had better luck, honestly, just ordering it online. Now, these are whole grain oats. They are cracked and toasted, all right? Now, you're probably used to the oatmeal aisle. You'll see the Quaker oats. You will see, what was the other one? Steel cut oats. The steel cut and these are very similar as far as cook times. Or I think they are cooked about the same time, right?
They're not. Steel cut will be 45-minute cook time, but for overnight oats,
it doesn't matter.
Doesn't really matter. You just need to make sure that probably 8 hours quick oats can be ready in 2 hours. And they're typically cook time, if you were to do them on a heater, about the same as these ones, which is 5 minutes.
Yeah, and the really big difference is if you use still cut or these ones, you'll stay fuller longer. I mean, you could probably go 6, sometimes even 7 hours, depending on when you start eating. It'll keep you full till, dinner time, unless you like your little girl snacks, cheese and crackers. But so Coach's Oats. Now for one serving, or my 2 servings, you're going to want to do a cup of overnight oats, or a cup of Coach's. Now this is where the skill comes in. Obviously you're going to see that I'm not going to spill anything, all right? Alright, there's that one, and then I won't do the second one until the yogurt part comes up. But I like to do the dry. Now, the next ingredient we're going to be using is chia seeds. Now, chia seeds are a great source of fiber and antioxidants. You could put them in smoothies. I've seen people put them in their water. And then as they get rehydrated, they get this little fibrous film around it. Kind of like little tapioca or like little jelly bites. But I'm going to be using 2 teaspoons of this in here. Really good for you and also help you stay fuller longer. And then we're going to do good old Nesquik chocolate. Nesquik chocolate, it's the best thing. You could try to use 100% cocoa, but it's going to be a little bit more bitter and things like that. But this will add your sugar content. So I'm going to do 2 teaspoons of this. All right. And then protein powder, all right? Now, there's all kinds of protein powders depending on what flavor you guys are looking for. Here's what we're using is our double chocolate Jocko protein powder. We're going to use 1 scoop of this for 2 servings. Now, we've tried other flavors, but if you guys like Almond Joys, I'm going to recommend you use chocolate, all right? Because you're going to see, you're like, doesn't Almond Joy have coconut? It sure does. Now, this is optional. This is also going to increase your sugar count, which, by the way, if I haven't done it yet, here are the macros, calories, macros and micros, some of them. And so here, I like to eyeball it. I've done this so much. You just want to kind of fill up the top part of the glass, or cover the powder, essentially. And they have unsweetened, and they also have sweetened. So whatever one you like using. But again, if those who are watching their sugar intake, I know there's some people who live by sugar, Dave. You can do the sweetened coconut. Alright, so here's the Baker's brand. You can find this at most stores. In the baking section, yes. Alright, so we got our protein powder, we got our chocolate powder, we got our oats, and our chia seeds. Now comes the liquids, alright? But before you add your liquids, if you have a sealable jar, or you want to stir it, just like that. Boom. Nice and mixed. And voila. And then I'm going to step away for some water. Because, this takes some serious skill. Alright, there's the water. And then Chobani yogurt is what we use right here. And this is the vanilla flavor. Now, there are a few other options. The vanilla flavor and most of the other flavors have about 16 grams of sugar per serving. And we have tried a few other ones. We've tried the less sugar, which comes with vanilla and cinnamon, which is pretty darn good. We actually really enjoyed that. But also, again, if you're watching your sugars, just do the Greek yogurt non-fat. It kind of almost has a sour cream, but with all the stuff we're adding in, it's going to be just as good, maybe not as sweet. We are going to be adding fruit to this, which, you know, we didn't have in our earlier picture, but no worries. That's part of recording. You're kind of sometimes trying to organize it and then doing it on the fly. Now for this, we get about 3 servings. So we're going to do a third per serving, and since I'm going to be using this as a container, I'm going to take this down to about a third left right here, and then I'm going to go ahead and make this into another jar that we're going to use. Like to scrape around the rim. All right. Now I'm going to go ahead and mix this, and you're definitely going to want to have to mix it before you add the fruit. Otherwise, your wrists are going to really start to hurt just trying to get it all mixed. But make sure you get nice and down in there. You will see it mix. Rotate the jar. Get that stuff sticking to the side of the wall. Now, this series of videos that we're going to be posting, we're going to be bouncing back and forth between, hey, this is really good for you, to, hey, don't look at the macros or micros when you're eating it, right? That's going to be food for the soul. We're starting off healthy because it's the new year, and I want people to try this, and I promise you guys, once you do, it's going to change your lives in the sense of, you're like, there's no way this is healthy. It's pretty good for you. And would you vouch? It's been pretty life-changing, honestly. It's really tasty. All right, this is looking pretty good. Now that this one's mixed, all we got to do for this one is add fruit. But if you guys, I might speed this up and get this other one going. Having 2 teaspoons is actually pretty helpful. I'll keep licking the darn spoon cleaning off. Now, the best part about having an open container is it is much easier to stir because you can just get in there.
Just still make sure you get the bottom. There's been a few times where I've had just straight yogurt.
Exactly. And sometimes if you have a professional stir, just give them the whole thing.
Too bad your professional stirs professionally camera holding.
Exactly. And I'm going to get some more water because it's pretty chunky right now. So just 1 cup of water, by the way. I don't know if I said that. All right, now it's time for the fruit. Now we have 2 types of fruit that I'm going to be showing you guys. Now, first things first. Oh, this is cold. This has been our favorite one right here. So this is Private Selection, which is typically found at Safeways. What's the other store that does Private Selection?
It's just the Safeway and the knockoffs of Safeway, or the other brands of Safeway.
Yeah, I don't know which ones those are. Don't come after me in the comments, you'll know. But then you're going to do a cup of fruit. And this one has been my favorite, a texture, size. Now, these do come with monster-sized strawberries. Now, the one that I'm going to be making for Christina's bowl, that one has sliced strawberries, which I actually prefer because, well, I end up breaking them up in my mason jar. So we're going to add one. So mango, strawberry, blueberries. Just stuff it down there. And then, again, since this is Signature Select, which is also Safeway, right? Signature Select versus Private Select?
No, that's King Supers.
Oh, this is King Supers?
Fries.
Or Fries, okay.
Yeah.
Kroger.
Kroger.
So, this is the antioxidant blend, strawberries, dark sweet cherries, blueberries, and pomegranate. How do you feel about the pomegranates?
Actually, that one might be the Safeway one, and that might be the King Super. I don't remember.
You'll find these in the frozen section. You get a cup of that. Dump it in there. Now, just for texture, we've had some without blueberries, and I was like, you know what? This needs to have blueberries. So make sure you guys get blueberries in there. And so what we did, it's got a side of blueberries. And so I'm just going to do just a little scoop. This is more just a texture thing. It'll add a few extra sugars. Like, look, I'll do... Chubbs, what are you doing? Go lay down.
Just hoping we drop a blueberry.
So this is about a quarter cup, and I won't even use all of this. I'll just add a few extra. Yeah, see? Just for more texture. And those are the fruits we use. Now, another video I'll probably do is protein powder pancakes. Because we got some peanut butter protein powder, and it just doesn't hit the same with the types of fruit we're using and the flavor profile. But yeah, you're just going to shove these down, do a nice mix. And this is what it looks like if you guys can see it. This is the easier photo. Now, if you guys don't want to use frozen fruit, you can also use dehydrated fruit. If you guys have had those instant oatmeals, they have peach, they have apple. I like cinnamon, brown sugar, maple brown sugar is one of my favorites. You can get freeze-dried fruit and throw those in there if you guys prefer different fruits in your overnight oats. All right, this one's pretty good. This is pretty ubiquitous and agitated. Put that one to the side. Stuff this one in here. Sometimes it gets frozen if you let it sit up there for too long. Now, be warned. If you start eating this during fall and winter, you will be pretty cold. It's just cold to the core, honestly. Like, I have to be in a blanket while I'm eating this. But if you're in the desert and it's hot and you're looking for something refreshing and you don't want a savory breakfast, this is perfect. Absolutely perfect. So I literally put a koozie, a towel around this when I'm eating it because it's so cold. All right. So that's what that bad boy looks like. And then you can hand the spoon off to the professional liquor. And there you have it. This is 2 servings each, 4 servings total of our overnight oats. I don't know. I guess if we were going to give it a name, we can call it the Almond Joy overnight oats because it's pretty darn close with the addition of fruit. But I'm telling you guys, absolute game changer. You get your fiber, you get your protein, and I think what we had Christina crunched the numbers, but I think for at least me, when I add walnuts on top of this, just do 1 handful, crush it up, and then put it on 1 serving, and then eat that up. Get up to about 900 calories, right? So you're halfway done through the day if you're kind of watching your macros and micros. So that's one thing you can do to increase more protein and fat and make it more nutritionally dense and make meeting those caloric needs a lot easier. But if you guys enjoyed our new series, if you guys enjoy stuff like this, healthy, not healthy, or if you have some recipes you guys want to see me cook, or any family secrets you guys want to share, please drop them in the comments, guys. I want to share this with the world, and this isn't new, all right? This has been new for us, and now we're totally addicted. So thank you for joining us tonight. Thank you for all the support you guys have already given us. And until next time, keep eating.